the mystery of his will. There's another verse that I think helps us understand what we're talking about in this whole mystery of his will thing. Colossians 2, the back half of verse 2 and then verse 3. Paul's talking to the church in Colossae, and he tells them this, very similar to what he says in Ephesians. He says, be encouraged, be knit together in love to reach all the riches of full assurance of understanding. Now remember, I told you guys at I think week 2 or 3 of this, that it is much easier to feel something than to learn something. But feeling something leads to kind of this temporary change where you go out and then you go back and it doesn't really stick. But learning something leads to lasting change. And Paul is just just proving the points that he's making. That our God knows that he created you with a mind so that we can be Christians who think, who understand, who begin to comprehend, and don't just be okay with feeling something, but we begin to comprehend the deep knowledge of who God is. And he says, to reach all the riches of full assurance of understanding and the knowledge of God's mystery, to which we're still kind of going, what is that mystery? And then he lays it out very clear. What's the mystery of God? And it's almost like a Sunday school answer, which is Christ. He said, you want to know what the mystery of God is? Jesus. It's my son. It's him. That's the mystery. I'm going to hopefully try to explain what in the world we mean by that and unpack that in here in a second. So he says, that's the mystery which is Christ, in whom are hidden all the treasures of wisdom and knowledge. So you want to know how to be a good husband? Well, it's in Christ. You want to know how to be a good mom? It's in Christ. You want to know how to be a grandma who impacts the next generation of your kids? It's in Christ. You want to figure out how to find God's will for your life? It's in Christ. All of this, the wisdom and the knowledge, all the treasure, all the hidden insight that we would need to know to live a life that is worth a flip here on planet Earth, all of that is bound up in Christ. All the treasure and all the wisdom, it's all hidden in him. So my question to you would be, where have you been looking?